Yo, what's up guys? Ed Clark from Roulette Calculators here. It's been a while since my last video post. It's been about 2 weeks. Now I just want to apologize. Obviously I try and upload videos as often as I can. However, as many of you know, I live in Koh Samui, Thailand, where it's currently high season. And again, as many of you know, I'm also a magician and I perform magic shows at my own theatre here in Koh Samui. In fact, if you want to have a look at some of the stuff I've done, here's a quick clip of a rope routine that I did with this girl. It's quite funny. Check it out.
Cut the ends off the rope, okay? Very good. So now we have a piece of rope with no ends. No, of course, it's still got 2 ends, okay? And I'm going to name them. This end is A, and this end is B. So if this one's A, this one's B, what do you think this bit down here will be called? C. Very good. We're going to see you in the bonus round. Cut the loop. Being careful of your fingers. We don't have the insurance. Okay, so we're going to bring the end of A up to the top of A. We're going to bring the end of B up to the top of B. Are you with me so far? Yeah. Great. We're going to bring the middle of A side over B side, middle of B side over D side, take the score 4AC and divide the whole lot by 2A. Are you confused? That's fine, we'll just start again, okay? So this is a piece of... I know! Tying the knot was just like a bonus, I don't know how I did that. So a piece of rope, okay? So check it out, I'm going to bring the loop right up into view again like this, and all I want you to do is cut the loop again. You've done this before, haven't you? Oh, if you can just stand right next to the star. Do you see the star? That's me. Don't move around too much or you'll hit your chin on the trapdoor. Okay. Oh no, it's really important that these ropes are the same length. So just hold them there to protect Mr. Magic's fingers, and you trim the ends. While you do that, I'll carry on with the trick over here. So cut the loop one more time. That's awesome. So I'm going to tie the rope into a knot because I see magicians doing this all the time. That's gone quiet. No, they say a magician's only as good as his audience. Suck. Okay. So can you cut the loops just there? Yeah, perfect. You're doing a great job, by the way. Better than the curtain guy. It's his only job. Okay, no, cut the loop right there. I'm just going to hear him leave. Yeah, I know, the rope's been cut like 7 times, so give me the scissors back in case you don't like the rest of the trick. Like, so, if you could just stand right there for me. I'm going to bring the rope around the front of you. I'm guessing this is something totally new for you. And on 3, I just want you to blow the knots off the rope, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. I suggest you don't bend over like that. I don't normally use a magic wand, but sometimes one can just appear. Okay, no. On 3, I want you to blow the knots off the rope. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wah! You got to, I know, that's amazing. If you hold that there, okay, and just blow the last knot off. No, take a step back, because... No, it's just you went a bit heavy on the garlic today. So. I'm kidding. No, just blow the knot off the rope, okay? She's going to slap me in a minute. Okay, just try it there, actually. You take that...
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. So I'm back. I'm doing another video and we are focusing on the area key roulette calculator. I've got a few tables tracking from Evolution. And if you're not sure about what the area key is, there's plenty of video tutorials. And also there's a link in the description for a free online training course on how to track dealers. It's about 3 hours long, but it's well worth taking the time to understand exactly what it is we're doing. I see a lot of comments saying, you know, if you can guarantee that you win, why would you share it? I can't guarantee that you'll win, okay? For the idiots, and I'm going to call you idiots, that think that I'm guaranteeing that people can win at roulette, you're completely wrong. The tools that we provide are simply that. They're tools that track the dealer's spin history, and we've got it so it automatically tracks most of the popular tables, and this is something that we're working on to increase the amount of tables. I'll just quickly show you here. So what we've got, if I get rid of these are the tables that we're automatically tracking. Okay, so we've got tables from Playtech, Evolution, Pragmatic, and we're hopefully adding more to this list at the moment. There is a few more tables that we've got on here, but I've got a slight issue updating the fields here, but I want everyone to know that I am working on that. So let me just explain what we're doing. So we're looking at the area key, which measures, basically looks how often the dealer spins the ball from where they're spinning the ball from to the surrounding area or the opposite area of that wheel, and that basically logs it here. So you can see here this dealer on immersive roulette started off favoring the unhighlighted section, which is the opposite side to where they're spinning the ball, and then has very quickly changed to zeros and ones. So that might be worth taking a look. And that basically means that they're favoring the highlighted section of the wheel. I want to have a look at a few other tables first. Gold vault, that's all over the place. So you can see we've got a depth of 4 and then lots of zeros. Not really interested when they keep bouncing between the groups there. This one is again a little bit all over the place. This table is predominantly favoring the unhighlighted section. You can see here we always minus 1 off of the first entrance. Okay, so you can see here the third result there says 1. We always minus 1 off, and that just gives us a guideline of where the dealer started from, because if they was hitting highlighted sections all the way, you wouldn't know where they started. So that's why it always starts with a 1, and then you minus 1 off. So if that was a 4, we know that would be a 3. Okay, so you can see here currently on a depth of 4. That means that they've been favoring this unhighlighted section quite a lot. That's Football Studio Roulette. Might be worth checking that one out as well. And let's just have a look at another table. Okay, so it's a cross between the Football Studio Roulette, now at a depth of 5, or I think it was immersive, wasn't it? But they did start with a depth of 6 and have switched, and now they're on a depth of 2. So the Football Studio Roulette is the best opportunity for me right now, I would say. My balance is $129 American dollars. Let's have a bit of volume. Okay, so that's gone to 35. So again, that's jumped to a depth of 6 now. So this dealer really is favoring that unhighlighted section. But chances are it will come in. I'm going to bet on this. I'm going to cover up to number 20 like this. Okay, and the way I'm doing that is my neighbor bet here is set to 9. Okay, so that means that whatever number I bet on this racetrack, I'm covering that number plus 9 numbers to the left of that and 9 numbers to the right. And this dealer seems to be favoring this unhighlighted section. I'll do a single bet progression. So that would basically mean, like now, if it lands on the highlighted section, which it likes to do when I make my bets, then what I'll do is a single bet progression, because this dealer does seem to be favoring that unhighlighted section. But you can see here that 6 now will get transferred into this graph below. But before we do that, I'm going to place a bet up to number 31, and I'm doing a single bet progression. So the depth count here, which was 6, is now down here, but you can see this dealer had a depth of 3, then a depth of 4, then a depth of 6, meaning that they are favoring that unhighlighted section. And as you can see, number 33 has just landed, so that's given me the win there, which has put me up to 136 euros. Okay, now I'm the second top on the leaderboard, which is always worrying when you're doing such small bets, but I'm going to carry on with this and just focus on this unhighlighted section. So I'm betting from 28 right round to number 36. So I'm covering from here all the way round, and it does overlap 1 on the unhighlighted section. So I'm covering number 36 as well as all of these numbers. Okay, so I want to see that land before 0. Oh, it kind of pinged back there. It went to number 29, which is here. So that's gone to the highlighted section again. So it seems that I'm having to do a single bet martingale, but I'm going to cover up to 19 here, and I'm going to do the single bet progression like this. Okay, so you can see it only went to a depth of 1 that time. Now he did have 2 instances where it went highlighted back to the highlighted. So you can see here we always minus 1 off of that first entry, which is there. So that was a highlighted, and then it went unhighlighted quite a few times. That's gone to highlighted. So now I've just lost 2 in a row. This is where I'll stop betting, because I want to make sure that that dealer hasn't switched what he's doing, because you can see now he's got a gap between these. Okay, he has had that before, but then he predominantly went to the unhighlighted section quite a lot. So I'm just going to watch him because he might have changed his spin technique, and he is holding that ball. He spun it from number 8, which is here, where he should have released the ball from number 18, which is there. So I'm going to watch his spin as well. And this is all covered in the free online course, which is linked in the description. So that's gone to the highlighted again. It's on 0. Now I'm curious to where he releases the ball from, because he should release the ball in line with 0. But if anything, if what I've witnessed serves me correctly, he's going to release the ball from around 20, number 20 or 14. So let's see where he does. Okay, that's terrible. He released it from number 2. He is not consistent with his spins, so unfortunately, I mean, he might have been consistent with his spins when we was looking here, but definitely not anymore. He's not releasing the ball in line with where he should, so that the data is going to kind of be all over the place. It did land on where I thought he was going to release it from, which was number 20, but that doesn't serve me. So this dealer is rubbish. There's no point in playing with a dealer like that. So I'm going to switch back to immersive roulette, and let's see if we can build that balance back up. Okay, so I do like to share, obviously, the tips. Like that dealer was no good, and I did lose money with that dealer. I lost like $21. This dealer is favoring 0s, 1s, and 2s. So I would be inclined to bet from a depth of 1 and a depth of 2 at present. Let me put some audio on. And that was on the highlighted. So what I'll do, I'll go on number 7, like this. So I'm betting on the highlighted section in this case, because you can see here we got 0, 1, well, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 2, 0, 1, 0. So depth of 1 and 2 would be the optimal martingale for me. I only do one martingale. I'm not one of these people that get caught into doing countless martingales where you wipe out your entire balance. So 1 or 2 at the max, you know, so it'd be like £1 or $1, $2, $4. As soon as you start going higher, chasing that win, you're gonna lose a lot of money if it just goes on a nasty run. So you can see that's come in now on a depth of 1. So what I'm going to do is you'll see that gets transferred down in here once this updates. The last result was number 20. You'll see that this will update on this the table here, and now you can see that depth of 1 has now been transferred here. So what I'm doing is waiting for that ball to land in this unhighlighted section before I start making my bets. And as you can see, it's just done that now. It's gone to number 4, because this dealer is getting lots of 1s, lots of depths of 1s and 2s. Well, there's a single case of a depth of 2 there, but definitely changed from the first instance where it went to a depth of 5. Okay, so that's gone to number 4. So what I'll do now is place my neighbor bet on number 4, like this, because she is currently on a depth of 1. And we're betting on a depth of 1 and a depth of 2. And if it goes higher than that, then we will stop betting. Now, as I always mention to people, when a dealer first gets on the table, they don't always have their rhythm. You know, it takes them several spins to get into their unconscious pattern. And hopefully that's what's going on here. So, yeah, 0. So we got the win straight away on a depth of 1. So that's put us into profit again now, because that previous dealer, I wasn't paying attention to where he was releasing the ball from. And in fact, it would be wise for me to watch this dealer as well, so I can point out exactly what... She should basically release the ball in line from 0 or within 1 or 2 pockets. So when she picks this ball up, when she spins the ball, it should be in line with that result. Okay, they was waiting for the table to update. I think that's what causes, you can see here it's a double entry now. I think that's what causes this when Evolution have a problem with their table. If that happens, you can turn auto tracking off, undo that last entry, and then turn the auto tracking back on. So if you do notice it doubles up, because you can see here, I don't think it went 0 to 0, but it's showing here that it did. But you can undo that entry. And from doing that, I didn't actually watch where she spun the ball from. So that's my own fault. So that went to number 2. So again, that's gone highlighted to highlighted. So you'll see another 0 is going to be entered down there. I will have to, well, I'll watch this back because I don't think it went from 0 to 0. It might have done, but you know, I'm not paying attention when I'm talking. But I know a few people say sometimes they have a problem where the numbers here double record, where it'll record the number, like now it'll put a 2 and then another 2 in after. We can't help that. It's generally what's happening from the gaming provider's API, or if it's not recording numbers, that can also be a problem with your internet connection. And some people might have too many tables open, which is too resource heavy for either their computer or their internet speed. So just keep an eye on that.
Could you please check the round where there's 0 green twice?
Yeah, okay, she's saying 0 green twice.
Thank you.
So yeah, she's even reported it to them now. So yeah, there wasn't that. So basically, my table here is more accurate than the actual casinos. But yeah, so it's always worth keeping an eye on that. That's still on a depth of 0 now. So you can see she is just hitting these zeros. And if she continues with that, I might switch it to betting on a depth of 0 and a depth of 1 instead of a depth of 1 and a depth of 2. So it's all about observing the dealer and seeing what works best. So here we can see it's gone to number 7. So that is now put it on a depth of 1. So that's where I'm going to place my bet now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for this round it's 7 red. A low odd number from first column, first lesson, and it's from boys in section. My congratulations. And keep in mind
so I don't have to wait for this to update, although it has done now. But I'll just put the $1 per number on number 7. So I'm covering this highlighted section. And she is releasing the ball pretty much in line with the last result. Now, her last result was number 7. That's where she's releasing the ball from. Now, in the free online course, we cover this in a lot more detail, where I break it down, we freeze frame, I show you exactly what you're looking for, because it's not just where they spin the ball from. There's a lot of things that play into this as well. That was a bit unlucky. It hit that 30 and obviously it didn't quite make it. It made it to 24, which was here, but it didn't quite get into my section where I was betting. So this is where my single bet progression comes in. So that'll be on number 24. And then what I do is a martingale. So I'll do 1, 2. And if this misses, I don't carry on with the progression. Because if you do that, it can run wild. Now, I might be unlucky and miss it, and that will be a hit. But trust me, if I do another martingale, that's my whole balance, if that makes sense. I can build 85 up. Luckily, I don't need to. I didn't think it was going to stop there, but it was in the perfect area here. But you can see it just kept bouncing around, and it just carried on right to that number 27, which was so lucky because that was in my area. Now, the table has updated. That means that there's a dealer change, which means all of the data is refreshed now. And it's entered number 27 because that is exactly where this dealer is going to spin the ball from. Our balance is up a little bit. What did we start with? 129. We're at 157. So what's that? Like 29, 39, 49, 15. Nearly $30 up. It's not a huge profit. But the first table that we went on, that wasn't very good. The dealer wasn't spinning the ball from a consistent place. Now, I'm going to stay on here just to show you what I mean about where the dealer's spinning the ball from, and also where the dealer's hand placement is in relation to the outer rim of the roulette wheel. So the dealer's going to pick up the ball and spin it, hopefully in line with the last result, which was number 30, or within 1 or 2 pockets of that number. This thing here is in the way, which sucks, but you'll see she picks it up and she released it from there. Okay, where my mouse is, but the camera angle's changed. Now she released the ball in line with number 30, which was the last result. Now what we're going to notice is her hand placement was about here when she released the ball. On the next spin, her hand placement will be somewhere over here, because this is a multi-direction table. So there'll be 2 different hand placements on the wheel, and as long as she's doing those 2 things consistently and spinning the ball and the wheel at a consistent speed, the chances of her having a signature is a lot higher. Okay, now I'm not going to go on about that too much because I have created the free course which really breaks this down. This was a tough session. We ended up €30 in profit, $30 nearly in profit, and there was a couple of issues. The previous table, the dealer wasn't spinning the ball consistently, and on this table they had the problem where it submitted the 00 twice for some reason, the 0 twice. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this session. Take care, bet smart, and I will see you on the next video. All the best.
Subscribe now.